Hello, in this tutorial we're going to talk about scheduling push notifications. Our Manager application already manages the manual pushing of notifications, and by push notification with a survey we mean pushing surveys to our native survey app, the Touchpoint mobile survey app. So now we've included the ability to schedule those pushes as well as doing them on demand or in a manual fashion. So you can do this either through the Create Survey wizard, which is where I am now. I'm in Create New Survey. And in step 3, we assign the survey to the device, and that's where I am now. Now let's say you want to push or schedule a push of a survey that you've already created. In that case, you would go to Assign Survey to Device, the next menu down in the sidebar, and you'll have the same functionality. So what we can do is go ahead and select our device, and I'll just put in my serial number here, and here's the device I have. And in fact, I do have my device right here. I'm using Air Server just to show my real-time actual iPhone here. And this, of course, is supported in iOS, Android, and soon Windows Phone as well. So I've selected my survey, my device. I'm going to add my device and say I want to assign this survey to this device and push it either on a manual basis, and I can do both. I can send it manually as well as schedule it for the future, or only schedule it for the future. And when I select Schedule Push Notification, I get Set Schedule button, and that gives me my time zone. I can either do it one time or set it on a frequency basis. It defaults to the time it is now, so it's currently 8:57 p.m. And I'll just go ahead and set this for a minute in the future. And you can give it a name. I'll just use Test and schedule. And there you go. You can set a location if you wish, or not, as the case may be. And I'm going to go ahead and save this and finish. And then in a minute's time, that push will appear on my device, and it will assign that new survey through the push notification. While we're waiting for that to come through, why don't I show you here a menu that allows you to manage your push notifications, and we've included that here in the sidebar. And by the way, we're in the Surveys module. And these are other push notifications that we have either scheduled or pushed on a manual basis. And you'll see here push method. These top 3 were scheduled. The remainder of these were manually sent. You can always check the progress of a push, or you can edit that push. Now, if it is a schedule, you can edit the schedule. If it's a manual, then there's no schedule. You can just go ahead and monitor the progress of that particular push notification, and this is indicating not responded. Let's say you sent 1,000 push notifications to 1,000 different devices. You wanted to filter by only those who had not yet responded and send another push. What you could do is you could go to the Show drop-down, Show Only Not Responded, then select All, and of course we only have one in this example, and then Send again. So you could send or you could schedule again if we were working within a scheduled push notification. So you have a couple options here in terms of how you can manage your push notifications. You can see if they've triggered, when they're next to be scheduled, if it is a scheduled push notification for the future. Check the status and resend, just like you can with our email surveys. You can check the status of who has responded to the email invite and resend to those who have not yet responded to that survey. So it's the same concept here, but using push notifications to deliver your surveys. So likewise, we were in the Create Survey wizard. Let me just jump up to the Assign Survey to Device. And here we have the same basic screen. You'll see you can send push notification manually, which basically is sending it now, as it says, or you can set it for the future. And the time to use the Assign Survey to Device screen is, well, if you want to manage surveys you've already created, and opposed to you're creating a new survey, and while you're in the Create Survey wizard, you can go ahead and distribute it while you're doing it, or you can use this functionality to do that. Either way. So I'm going to go up here to the list of surveys. Here's the survey we just created, and I'm going to jump to the Assign Survey. So this is the screen we used to schedule our push notification, and you'll see here is our serial number. It's in queue waiting to be delivered. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up my device now, and you'll see that it has already pushed, and I'm going to select OK. And when I select OK to that push notification, then the survey automatically loads to, in this case, my iPhone, and there we are. We're in the survey now that was pushed on a scheduled basis to my iPhone. And as I said, this since we're a multi-channel delivery system for enterprise surveys, this is applicable to iOS devices like I'm using now, Android devices, Windows 8, or Windows tablet, or Slate as they call it. We have many different delivery methods. And when I say iOS, of course, that's iPod Touch, iPhone, as well as the iPad and Android phone and the tablet. So we support both the smartphones and the tablets for all the platforms. And this concludes the quick overview of our new scheduling push notifications delivery mechanism for survey distribution. Thanks a lot for your time. Bye-bye.